I gotta do this while I'm still a bit fiery. And this is one of those videos that I have no clue if I'm gonna post it. I don't know. It's hanging in the balance. It's hanging in there at 50-50 possibility. So I'm gonna pretend like I'm not posting it, just so I can yell if I need to. And I don't know if I need to yell. And myself, sometimes I need to yell. Do you remember that video back in the day that was titled, "Where the fuck are all the people?" I'm feeling that kind of way, like a lot. A lot. Now, since that video, and that kind of marked people noticing this channel. Since that video, a lot has changed with the channel. A lot has changed with amount of people I'm interacting with via phone or text or message or comments or whatever. But, and this is an important but my situation, as far as me doing this, hasn't changed. I'm still doing it. And it's mind-boggling to me that this can go on, that this can perpetuate. And I know I'm really good at perpetuating bad situations that I've become adapted to. And it's not easy. I want to reiterate. Sometimes I forget, because I used to back when I was entertaining notions that it was easy, you know, before I had heard there is no free lunch, you know, 500 times, before I actually knew that was true, before I knew that had nothing to do with money, I still believed that there was some, I don't want to say easy way, but that there was some not insanely difficult way to manage the life. And I have come to realize that it's 100% true. It's 100% true. It's fucking difficult. If this life is a video game, it's the most difficult video game that anybody has ever played. And it's not hard like pulling a muscle hard. It's not hard like that. It's hard because of up here. Now, this is not just me. This is anybody who has a mind that does what it wants. And this also goes back to what Lauda's talking about recently. With these, you know, back in the day when the Vril were being forcibly inserted in people's minds. It makes you think, you know, if I had a thing that had been taking up roost in there, then, and it was feeding me thoughts, right? And the proper emotion came when it fed me a thought. Well, how would I know, right? Unless I sit there and think that I'm schizophrenic, which is a possibility because we're all schizophrenic to some extent. But there's this thing there's this it's my perennial obstacle, and it's the most difficult thing I've ever faced, ever. And I can't put words to it. All I can say is that this realm wants me to be doing a certain thing, or behaving a certain way, or continuing a certain routine. And if I choose to interject some change, then it does no, you're not doing that. And it does that through a variety of means. Emotional sort of blastings are the most common route, but then mind also. It's this subtle combination of these things. It's like Hamish yesterday, right? Now, you look at the man day to day on YouTube, and he's golden, you know, he's riding this energy. He's on his God energy. And and then he comes out with this video and he's like, my 13-year-old stepdaughter is like swinging me around like a rag doll, and he's actually really upset about it. And when when you think about that, this is a strong guy. He's a strong person. He's got his chi going. He's got his ki going. Whatever the name is for it. But this little girl, as he says, has his number. So she's got it. And she can dial that whenever she wants. Whenever he's doing something that's rubbing her the wrong way. And similarly, this realm has my number when I start meddling about and try to change my existence somehow. It doesn't like me doing that in any way, shape, or form. Not at all. Just doesn't like it. And it has various methods of attack. And you can easily say it's me. I could say it's me. Oh, I'm doing it. You know, I'm self-sabotaging every time. It's quite possible. And I'm well aware that we make our own mental prisons. I know I do it. And I'm also aware that it's not so easy for us to break out of a prison that we ourselves created. Or even if we didn't create it. I don't know who created it. All I know is that it's there. And it's very complexly and ingeniously fashioned. Perfectly. It's very perfect. So, and this is just a rant. This is purely a rant. I'm not expecting something or other out of it. It's a rant, and I'm releasing some shit because, generally speaking, I let the head do its little yada 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 very quietly in the background. I think this is why Hamish talks loudly, because it quiets the voice, you know, the one that's the one that's just sitting there whispering. It's like the serpent, you know, it's the fucking devil serpent that sits there and whispers. I think that's what this parasite thing would be. That's what the vril would be. It'd be this whispering voice that you can barely tell, but it's just like niggling at a weird nerve you didn't know you had. It's something like that. Because I can tell you that I've been wishy-washy in the past as far as, do I want to do something? Don't I want to do something? Do I want to do this? Don't I want to do this? Do I want to stay on this path? Don't I? I've been very much like that. And I still don't like committing to things, as some of you know. I don't like committing to these things, but as far as me able to work, okay, able to stay on a track, a thing, or whatever once I've set it up, I'm much better at that now. I didn't used to be able to do that. That's the only reason I can do Uber and this whole shit of sleeping in the car in the first place, is because I learned how to do that. So I developed that self-discipline. But when it comes to breaking this maddening matrix loop of going to San Francisco, make money, come back, give all the money away, except for a tiny bit, go to San Francisco, make money, sleep in the car. Don't get mad at that. Don't get depressed about that. You know, all these things, to be able to do that and keep doing that and have this situation seemingly never resolve itself, and all on account of accounts or ones and zeros hiding in a computer somewhere, which is mind-boggling in its own right. The fact that these are still like pushing us around is amazing. But I have difficulty. I have difficulty seeing my own little mental box that I've made. I have difficulty seeing the way out of it. There are all sorts of safety mechanisms that kick in when I try to move out of it. Not easy. I was talking with Rin. Rin, you, I'm sure, remember this conversation we had. You were talking about a similar thing in your own life. And what did I tell you? I said it's the most difficult thing ever. Ever. You've been stuck in a rut in your life and you want out. To get out of that rut is the most difficult thing you will ever try. And I say try because there's very high likelihood you won't do it, and that some stroke of fate or God himself will have to come and lift you out or something. Maybe you'll have to get in a well, I'm not gonna say that, but you know, anything can happen to get you out aside from you trying. Not saying you trying doesn't work, I'm just saying it's difficult. And I'm surprised I'm still sort of sane, really, because a lack of continuous contact with other human beings, with clear context and an organic necessity for it happening, not simply numbers in a computer ordering you around, is, to me, necessary. This that I'm doing is very similar to solitary confinement. You know? And I wanted it to an extent because I got tired of people in the system bossing me around and making me do other dumb shit that I didn't want to do. It's always dumb shit that you don't want to do. You see people running around in stores doing dumb shit that they don't want to do. It's loads of dumb shit that you don't want to do. It's amazing. Very amazing here. It's amazing. And I'm not even complaining. It's like, wow. I would whistle like Hamish, but I don't know how to do that. Amazing. It's amazing how we, as individuals, manage to recreate the same shit over and over. Over and over and over and over and over and over and over. When probably a little change would do us good. We don't know how to make that change. And like I said, all of these little internal things that come up, they come up, they get you, they make you feel bad about yourself, they make you feel angry about the situation, and then make you feel impotent to do anything about it. The realm sends crazy ass drivers at you when you're mad, and then you get madder. And then of course that's law of attraction and all of that good stuff is in there, and it works. It's not easy. It's very much not easy. And every single person that's listening to this is doing their own version of it. I know that for a fact. Every single person is doing their own version. This realm has everybody by the ball sack. It does, one way or another. And this thing is probably going to be rattling. I'm probably gonna post this regardless if it rattles or not, because I'm in some kind of a mood that needs to post some dumb rambling yelling shit, some cussing, some fuckery. I need to post my own fuckery. See, and also at the same time, like, oh my God, there are so many things everybody needs to be doing. Like, everybody needs this that I'm doing here, and I don't do this very often. Everyone needs to do this. I remember, what's his name? Elliot Hulse, like back when I used to watch him. He had this video of him laying on his back, right? And he's just screaming, just spit flying out of his, just like tensing every muscle. Just screaming as loud as he can, right? For like 5 minutes straight, just you know? We need this kind of shit. It's everything that we've been suffering through, and the reason we're not taking action, okay? It's always tied back to emotion. Every single second. Every second of the day is tied back to people clamming up, shutting down, hunkering down, hiding secrets, and going down and down and down until you're this little itsy bitsy ball and you can't move anymore. You forget how to move. You're so caught up in this fucking mind shit that you don't move anymore. You forget that it doesn't matter what the fuck you do with your body. It doesn't matter. Yell, scream, say something absolutely ridiculous, retarded. Doesn't matter. Comes, goes. It's like two geese getting in a fight. Yeah. They smack each other, feathers flying everywhere. 2 seconds later, the lake calms down. That's the same exact effect that you're having if you're having some sort of emotional explosion, but inside. Inside. Okay, we've been conditioned not to do this. And it's very important. So I highly encourage anybody who's listening to this and who's fired up because I'm yelling, right? Do your own version of this. Go fucking scream somewhere, anywhere. However you got it, like, we hold so much shit inside. And then we self-doubt, and then we judge, you know, like, we live at such a tiny potential of what we could do. Tiny potential. I know I do. I live at the tiniest hairline sliver of a hair potential of what I could be doing. And it's a lonely death because nobody else sees you because they're all doing the same exact thing. It's a lonely, silent death. Right? And mind always gets in there with his little nigglies, you know? Just assume you have that fucking worm in your head, and when it's sitting there making you feel subtly retarded, then just say, fuck off, you know? The part of you that can yell and scream and be forthright and be honest, just I mean, this is hypothetical. I'm not telling you have a worm in your head, but maybe that will be helpful to imagine you have a worm in your head, and if you've been stagnating, and that little tiny, barely audible voice that's just whispering horrible shit and making you feel bad, it has been doing its thing, and you've been sitting in the same fucking place for a long time. Imagine that the worm is in there, you know, fucking with you. Just tell it to fuck off and start yelling. Just say stupid shit. None of it means anything anyway. I was listening to Alan Watts. I was beating myself up yesterday for whatever reason. Probably because it finally is catching up to me again that I'm still doing the same fucking shit. And I'm probably getting mad that nobody has thrown a life preserver and said, hey, you know, here's $1,000, here's $20,000, you know, that's gonna help your situation out. And no, it's not that. It's that's not gonna happen. I have to do it myself. Sure, I can get support from the community and from family, but you gotta do this shit yourself. It's like Hamish said. You play the victim role, the universe is gonna hand you the victim role. Forever. And you have to simply do something. You have to just jump out of your own fucking skin. Bap! Just pop out. Because your mind is gonna sit there and corral you perfectly and flawlessly. Each and every move that you plan, even a split millisecond in advance, it's already got you. It boxes those like like as a machine gun. That's how fast to the source present moment that thing boxes those and stops you. You just gotta jump out of your skin. So, that was pretty fun, actually. Anyway, back to money. I'm still continually surprised that I'm still getting this. When you guys first sent, you know, it was a little over $100 a month for Patreon, but it's still coming in. So like, you guys are still sending, you know, almost $100 a month through Patreon. I'm very thankful for that. And if you want to throw more on there while I'm fired up and get me more fired up, I'll put that thing in the link. If you want to donate $10,000, I won't say no. I know that's probably not going to happen, but I need to get it. I need to get the fuck out of this. I need to get out. And I apologize for all of my cussing. This fucking card is like, it's a box, you know? Just stuck in the fucking box, pretending to care about strangers, having all kinds of ideas about what I would like to be doing, and then convincing myself that no, you need to stay in your little blue box. Sir, don't get out of that. I know it's round, but it's still a box, so stay in there and don't cause any trouble, you know? See, like, as I look outside, I notice that the trees do not give a shit that I just, like, yelled for 20 minutes. They just don't care at all. And I promise you, if I had someone else in here listening to me yell, number one, they would be happy because something interesting would finally be happening in their lives. You know, because the whole rest of the civilization is like, let's plug everything up. Let's just act by the things and don't move the lips. They would be like, whoa, somebody's doing something. Fight, fight, right? Like, it's like that. It's literally like that. Like, it's like that. It is literally, that's as simple as it is. We've all been emotionally fucking zombified. Just pandering to this fucking worm or whatever it is. Just do something. Anyway, so I think my rant is coming to a close. Go throw money at me, please. Help me. Fucking money. Why are we still doing this shit? Why are we still letting computers dictate what we're doing through the day? I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, it's this old model of like, keep your mind 50 years ahead of your present moment at all times. It's like, no, we're past that. Something else is going on here now. This is some new earth, new realm, new paradigm, new everything. Aquarius, age of Aquarius. Yes, we're ushering out the old stale bullshit. Yes. Okay, so So, this is what's gonna happen. This is what I'm gonna do. It's fucking money, okay? And when I say money, I'm not by any stretch of the imagination saying if all of my bills were paid off and I didn't have any obligations every month, that I would change my lifestyle. I'm not saying that. I know it's something other than that. But in my lovely worm-filled head, it's telling me that the problem is money. So I'm going to address the problem. So, well, also I'm taking Reiki too, so I'm not just flapping my moving mouth parts, as Aurora would say. I've been taking action, and I'm not just, I'm doing some things. I'm just not doing a lot of things. But I'm taking Reiki too, yes. On Saturday, and you guys, we could be doing so much with this fucking place. So much. You gotta jump the fuck out of your skin. Just like shed it, hop off to the right, and just like you're a snake. Just a lizard. Just drop the skin off. Jump out of it and run away from it. Who gives a shit what happens to that? I'm gonna come back. I have these things hanging over my head mentally that disturb me greatly. And one of them is the student loan that I have, that I've been paying forever, that I'm still pissed off at because the school did nothing but brainwash and take away precious time and precious money. And that's what it did, according to the old me. I've somewhat reconciled with that view, but I still am paying the thing every month. And so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna take action. They say take action, right? So I'm gonna come back after Reiki 2. I'll see if I can get another attunement, because that's very good. But I'm just gonna work a day, make sure that everything else is paid, work a day, throw it straight into the stupid school loan. And I'm gonna come back on here and I'm gonna tell everyone here where it's at and where it's at now. And you guys can all cheer and scream when when the stupid thing goes down. And eventually that nasty curse of a thing will be gone, and I can breathe $177 a month sigh of relief and continue moving forward. That's the extent of the plan for now. I'm not gonna make it very long. I'll do it for a week or something, or for 4 days. In 4 days I can pay off $1,000 of it. It's only like $4,000 left. You see, we can do these. We can do these things. We need to yell and scream and jump up and down and like do cartwheels down the street. This is like the energy that we need to do anything. That's why Elliot Hulse is popular, because he yells at the camera. That's the only reason. I'm telling you, nobody is saying anything special. Nobody. What I'm saying here, okay, seems special because I'm yelling and using emotions. And it seems awkward to see somebody doing that. That's it. Use your emotions. Go fucking scream in a pillow. Okay? And report back. I'm done with this rant. Peace.